My husband and I have been married for 21 years. He's an actor and I am a housewife. He was earning well, so he did not require me to work and just focus on taking care of him and our family, as well as manage our household. We had a pretty simple and ordinary life, and I could not ask for more. We met Pastor Danny and Ate Don or Kiko in 2010 when we attended CCF Taytay and eventually joined their D group in 2015. Listening to different life stories of the wives gave me so much encouragement. But each time it was my turn to share, iniisip ko, ano bang isi-share ko? Because we did not have any serious struggles, just petty fights. Berwin and I have always loved fitness, specifically the sport of running. We have been runners for the past 15 years as it has become part of our lifestyle. But after I gave birth to our second son, Paco, who is now 12 years old, I had a hard time losing weight. Even if I went back to running, it seems that it was not enough, so I thought going to the gym might do the trick. Soon after, my husband approved that I should have a personal trainer. So I had one, but a male personal trainer. This brought a major turning point in my life that eventually took a toll on our marriage. From a simple, ordinary, I don't know what to share married life, I now had a story to tell. I gave in to temptation that turned our marriage into a major disaster. I enjoyed my time at the gym because I was seeing results. Muscles in my arms, slimmer waists, defined abs. But what I did not notice was my heart too underwent transformation. Slowly, my heart hardened and became callous as each day went by. Little did I know that the devil was patiently waiting for me. My husband started to see my excitement each time I would go to the gym for a session with my personal trainer or coach. My husband talked to me and offered that if I wanted to continue training with a coach, I should instead have a female personal trainer. I knew where our conversation was headed, so I cut him and said, "Alam ko yang iniisip mo. Hindi mangyayari yan sa akin. Magkaibigan lang kami." I thought I was invincible. I was confident, complacent, and I thought I could handle all kinds of temptations. And so I thought. My friendship with my then coach grew to something else. We fell into an immoral relationship after a year of training together. It was all done in secret. Hidden conversations, deleted chats, and I would lie just so I could meet with a guy after gym hours. I was living a double life, attending D group every Thursday while secretly meeting with a guy every Monday. A few months into that affair, my husband was already seeing clear signs that I was cheating because I acted differently around the house. I was always on my phone, smiling. Whenever he asked who I was talking with, I'd say, wala. I would also demand more me time days. It was not really me, but we time with the other guy. I started to develop convictions a year into that relationship. My fun turned into fear. I knew it was Berwin and the whole D group praying for me because my convictions grew bigger and stronger. I cannot live without the guy anymore. This was the lie buried deep into my heart, but because of my conviction, I knew I had to do the right thing. I was confused, hopeless, and desperate. I spent days and nights in our bathroom, wailing to the Lord, asking Him to save me from the dark pit I was deeply into. Finally, I said it was time. There was no turning back. I wrote Berwin a letter admitting to him everything. I was not caught, but I denied each time he asked. So I detailed everything in the letter. Why, where, how it started, and why I wanted it to end. Berwin was so devastated, furious, hysterical, and he went crazy. He uttered all the negative words he could think of, and I ashamedly accepted everything. All I could say was, I am sorry. That was the worst day of my life. No words can describe the extent and gravity of the pain I have caused the most special person in my life. And I had only myself to blame. I just praise and thank God for our dear D group leaders, Ate Dawn and Pastor Dan, for helping both Berwin and I process things. They stood beside us, prayed for us, and loved us just the same, which eventually led to Berwin's forgiveness, and I started to forgive myself as well. The process was not easy. We focused on strengthening our personal relationship with the Lord while both of us were healing. There were times my husband would encounter spiritual attacks and recall the affair. Our relationship was fragile, prone to sudden shifts from intimacy to isolation. Each time these attacks happened, I felt discouraged and dirty all over again. I would kneel down in prayer, crying. I would say these two lines over and over again. The Lord has already forgiven me. I am already set free. Then I would hug Berwin tightly and say, I am sorry, I love you. I knew these attacks were lies of Satan, trying to break us apart and tempting us to feel down and defeated. But Berwin and I chose to hold on to each other. Putting on the full armor of God every morning, we prayed together as soon as we wake up and made it a habit to share our personal devotions to one another. We also started to have family devotions with our two boys, Iko and Paco. We also attended True Life Retreat, Couples Retreats, GLC classes, and IDC. We joined every event CCF offered just so our knowledge and intimacy with the Lord will grow deeper and stronger. I have never, ever, not even once, stepped in a gym again after I confessed until this very day. I changed, erased, deleted, and burned everything that would remind us of the past. Also, I would stay away from the comments section of online sites where Berwin agrees to be interviewed and share our story, because this will be another temptation for me to fight back or reply to any unhealthy comments I might read. Each time I am tempted to open the comments section, I just pause and pray and say, the Lord knows me, He knows my heart, and He loves me. I learned my lesson the hard way, that I will never be complacent, confident, and invincible again. I consider myself weak without Jesus. My confidence is in the Lord as I walk with the Spirit moment by moment. Now that our marriage is fully healed and restored, there is nothing else for us to do but to declare His goodness in our life, because He has forgiven us, saved our marriage, and showers us abundantly with His grace and protection from all forms of temptation. In 2018, we started our own Couples D group from just one pair. Now it has grown to 20 couples after 7 years. As God expanded our borders, God has been using me and my husband not just in sharing our testimony, but as hosts or speakers in couples retreats and women to women. My husband has also been speaking in the Sunday services in several CCF satellites. I am just so grateful and honored to partner with my dear husband, the love of my life, in serving others through the ministry opportunities God has been giving us. My name is Lara Maley, formerly overconfident, now finding my strength in God's presence with every passing breath. To God be the glory, honor, and praise.